Why are thousands of people choosing to surgically remove most of their stomach on purpose? It sounds extreme, right? But for many, it's the key to a healthier, longer life. Today, we're uncovering the truth behind gastric sleeve surgery, what it is, how it works, and why it might just be the most powerful decision someone ever makes. Have you ever felt like you've tried everything to lose weight, but nothing seems to work? You've counted calories, hit the gym, tried every new diet trend, maybe even detox teas and fasting, yet the scale barely moves, or the weight comes right back. If that sounds like you, you are definitely not alone. For millions of people around the world, losing weight isn't just about willpower. It's about biology, hormones, metabolism, and even emotional struggles. And sometimes, despite the best efforts, traditional methods just aren't enough. That's where gastric sleeve surgery, also known as sleeve gastrectomy, comes in. It's not a shortcut or a magic fix. It is a powerful medical tool that can help people take back control of their health and change their lives forever. So, what exactly is gastric sleeve surgery? And how can it help someone lose weight and keep it off? Let's dive deep. Gastric sleeve surgery is a type of weight loss surgery that has become incredibly popular over the last decade. In fact, it's now one of the most commonly performed bariatric procedures worldwide. Why? Because it works, and not just for shedding pounds, but for improving overall health, reducing the risk of serious diseases, and increasing quality of life. The surgery itself is actually quite simple in concept. During the procedure, a surgeon removes about 75 to 80% of your stomach. What's left is a narrow, tube-like sleeve, roughly the size and shape of a banana. With a smaller stomach, you feel full much faster, and you eat significantly less. But that's not the whole story. Here's something fascinating: when part of your stomach is removed, the levels of a hormone called ghrelin drop significantly. Ghrelin is known as the hunger hormone. It's what makes you feel hungry. After sleeve surgery, many patients report feeling dramatically less hungry, sometimes for the first time in their lives. Now, let's talk about who this surgery is for. It's not just for anyone who wants to drop a few pounds. It is typically recommended for people who are clinically obese, usually with a body mass index BMI of 40 or more, or a BMI of 35 and above if there are other health problems involved, like type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, or sleep apnea. It is especially considered when someone has tried to lose weight through diet and exercise but hasn't been able to achieve lasting results. So how does the surgery actually happen? It is performed laparoscopically, meaning the surgeon makes a few small incisions and uses a camera to guide the procedure. It usually takes about 1 to 2 hours. Most patients stay in the hospital for a day or two, and the recovery time is often quicker than people expect. But here's something important to understand: the surgery is just the beginning. It is not the finish line, it is the starting point of a whole new lifestyle. After surgery, your eating habits have to change completely. You'll start with liquids, then move to soft foods, and eventually to solid meals, all in small portions. You'll need to take vitamin supplements daily because your smaller stomach won't absorb nutrients the same way. And you'll need to focus on protein, hydration, and slow eating. Exercise becomes a crucial part of the journey too, not just to burn calories, but to build muscle, improve metabolism, and keep your body strong. Now, let's talk about results. Most people lose 60 to 70% of their excess weight within the first 12 to 18 months after surgery. For many, it's life-changing. Imagine being able to walk without pain, sleep through the night without apnea, get off diabetes medication, or just fit into clothes you haven't worn in years. But maybe even more important than the physical changes are the emotional ones. Patients often report feeling more confident, more energetic, more hopeful. They're able to play with their kids, travel, pursue new careers, or simply enjoy life in a way they couldn't before. Of course, no surgery is without risks. Some people may experience nausea, vomiting, acid reflux, or nutritional deficiencies. There's also a rare risk of complications like leaks from the stomach. That's why choosing an experienced surgeon and following up regularly with your healthcare team is essential. And let us be real, the mental side of weight loss doesn't disappear overnight. Emotional eating, body image issues, and even old habits can still come up. That's why psychological support is so important after surgery. Many patients work with therapists or support groups to help them navigate the emotional journey that comes with massive transformation. Now you might be wondering, what if I gain the weight back? Well, here's the truth. Some people do regain some weight, especially if they fall back into old habits. But for most, even if a few pounds return, the majority of the weight stays off if they stick to the new lifestyle. It is all about using the surgery as a tool, not relying on it as the only solution. The good news: with proper guidance, motivation, and support, this tool can completely transform your health. Thousands of people every year are taking this step, and the results are often nothing short of incredible. Some patients go from being unable to walk more than a few steps to running marathons. Others reverse their diabetes, lower their blood pressure, and come off medications they thought they'd need for life. So, is gastric sleeve surgery right for you? That's a question only you, along with your doctor, can answer. It's not an easy choice. It takes commitment, patience, and hard work. But if you're ready for change, ready to fight for your health, and ready to start a new chapter, it might just be the best decision you ever make. Because at the end of the day, this isn't just about weight. It's about freedom, energy, confidence, and living the life you truly deserve. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who might need to hear this message today. And remember, your journey might be hard, but it's always worth it.